And you are live. Good lemonade. Sit here and wait a few minutes. See if anybody catches on. Or if they let anybody know that I'm live. Oh, it's 9 o'clock, 9:14 Eastern time. Might I've got 421 subscribers. Something fell. Somebody joined me. I ain't seen no post yet. But hello, whoever's out there. It's Peggy. Hey. How are we doing this evening? It's me. Yeah, it's you. It's going okay. I got out here and did a few things today. Cut some tree limbs. Made the burn pile big again. Messed with it a little bit at a time. Lost my sunglasses. Oh, yeah, if you're in the wrong place. They're usually not bad right here. I've got this mint growing right beside me here next to the picnic table, next to the peppers. And it does help. It really does. Now you can walk over to Scott and Petrus and hey Christina, how's everything going, darling? And get eat up with mosquitoes, but right here you don't. So this has to be working. I laid my glasses down on the back of the truck in the bed, and then threw a bunch of. Yeah, I saw you went on the island today. Yeah, peppermint. Uh, and I loaded some brush on the back of the truck and pulled around and drug it off into a pile, like 4 loads. And did you get the goats over there, Christina? Are you going tomorrow? Have they got her moved yet? They go on the 15th. Uh, but anyway, after looking all over the place with my glasses, 3B Homestead. Hello. I determined that's what I did, and I walked around, couldn't find it. Scott went over with a pitchfork and he found my glasses. Then he had to go find my phone. I lost my phone. I left it I left it on a cage outside the barn there. Well, he's been my recovering person today. He's been recovering everything I lose. How's 3B Homestead doing? Got any crazy carrots? I'm looking for everybody to grow crazy carrots now. Grounds Family Farm and no, it's too green to burn. It's just stuff I just piled up. But Scott went out there with a pitchfork and dug under it, and right away he found them. Well, I'm doing all right. Hanging there. I just did what I felt like doing today, and that's all I did. I cut some tree limbs and come in and rested a while. Went back and did it again. Meg's little house in the country. Hello. And that's a working person right there now. How's your arm doing? Your wrist? Not yet, Christina. Start working on that over the weekend. Have you? Is the weather supposed to be good up there next Tuesday? Have you looked at the forecast for the future? I was hoping Neil pops in because it'll be our last chance to see him before he goes on his concert. Did you find some horseshoes, Christina? Good. Yeah. She's running around on all four now. She needs horseshoes. Now, next Tuesday, we go to church camp up, where's it at, Christina? Somewhere in Tennessee. We've been there the past few years. Uh, and the horseshoes are for kids to paint. I saw the doctor today. I will need surgery. I have small bones out of place. I get a plate and screws. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but it's going to be okay. They'll get you put back together. They'll put you back together one bone at a time. Meanwhile, you got to run around just using one hand. Boy, it's hard to video and do something at the same time with one hand. And that's when you got one hand to work with and one hand to hold the camera. But we'll understand when you set the camera down or drop us on our heads, you know. Ricefield, Tennessee. That's it. That's where we'll be going. We go hopefully Monday afternoon, and we're only there for one day. We come home. It's a 1 day event. Yes, we're praying. We're praying a quick recovery. Yeah. If all of a sudden you're filming and you go bam, and slap yourself upside the head with the phone or your back or your neck or something, we'll know you're killing a mosquito or a horsefly or something. I think it wasn't it 3B Homestead. I think it was them that was showing us. I get them. I can't remember what I watched on Who's sometime, or either Grounds Family Farm, but I'm pretty sure it's 3B Homestead. Yeah, he said he was doing the fencing for the tomatoes, and he told him to give him a close up. I said, "Don't poke me in the eye with the fence." You know? Yeah, I saw that, Christina. I thought that was your boat y'all were in. Yeah, we're not going nowhere, Meg. We're gonna go. We're gonna walk through it with you, step by step, and pray about it every day, and then start thanking the Lord. We put Brian to work. Oh boy, poor Brian. Yeah, we just got a Scott picked up a roll. Well, when we went and got the fence for the Guinea Palace, we got a roll of steel uh, fencing to make tomato cages out of. And once you make those tomato cages, they're good forever. Uh, I told Scott we'll never have to buy tomato cages again. It's rolled 3/4 of the way rolled out down at the barn now. Uh, Trying to get it flat where it won't spring back up. Hey, they got one day. One day you don't have to have a license or nothing to fish. I don't know if that was already happened or if it's this weekend or Tennessee. Even out of state can fish. Eric, howdy, howdy. Have you seen Neil? Yeah, did they catch anything, Christine? That's the weekend. Tomorrow is Friday. Neil's Neil's going to his concert. It snuck up on us. It happens quick. I'm glad we got everything worked out last week or week before, whenever it was, because it seemed like it was yesterday. To where he can, when he comes back, he'll be able to do everything. I don't know yet, Peggy, if we are or not. I hadn't talked to Scott. There's nothing I really want from the auction. There's Neil. Oh, good morning, Neil. All right, God bless, Christina. Can y'all hear them guineas hollering at the barn? Yeah, you've had a lot of activity going on, haven't you? Uh, Christina saying, "Howdy, Neil." He said howdy, Squeaky. Well, Christina, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to put some suntan lotion on or something, some sunscreen or something, you know. But I know you didn't. You just said, "Oh well, burn me, burn me." Oh. Michael sent me a text message yesterday, uh, but he did it on not on the regular messenger, but he did it on Facebook Messenger. So I didn't see it until last night, and he never showed up. I guess I didn't respond to him because I didn't see it. But he didn't. He was going to come by with the kids while the mama was. Is that a bat flying around? A shadow was on the camper. I think I got a bat flying around. It couldn't have been a bug because that was a big shadow. I might have to pop me. He'll be sitting here and all of a sudden, pop, 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 pop. I ain't been sunburned. Yeah. Yep. They about got you done, Neil. They should get finished tomorrow, right? Are they finished? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. I think I bet. A lot of green tomatoes right now. A lot of green tomatoes. Some of them they're not that big yet, but there's a lot of tomatoes down there. Yeah, Neil just said, if you want it moved, I'm not here. You'll have to do it. Yeah, I hear you, Christina. I knew it would be for a few days anyway. That's because you are crazy, Christina. No, I don't. I mean, I never heard of such a thing, Peggy. Now, we have thrown tomatoes away with the seeds in them and stuff, thrown them out somewhere, and have a volunteer tomato come up, but that's rare on a lot of different variety of tomatoes. That's kind of rare. Gotta fry up. They gotta fry up those tomatoes. Nah, we're gonna wait till they turn red. Uh, we will pick some green ones eventually. Do they all know Sherry passed? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I told them. I'm pretty sure everybody knows it. I posted it and I made a video about it and asked them to pray for Brian and you and the kids. And back when it happened, when you called me that when I called you that day and you told me. I know exactly what you're talking about, Neil. Except, uh, I've kind of thinned mine out a lot. I've got stuff in the house I still want out of the house. I'm sure you are. What time you got to be in Alabama tomorrow to make for the arrangements? Got my truck back. What was it? Monday? Then had to take it back to the shop on Tuesday. 1 o'clock Alabama time. That's 2 o'clock. Yeah. How's all the kids doing? All three of them. No, I waited on it and watched him. He worked on it right out in the. He worked on it right out in the parking lot. I didn't think he'd come out there. I thought he was getting ready to pull it in the shop, and he was just popping the hood open when he opened the door. They're having a hard time. I know. Yeah. Yeah. I know it's not a lot of comfort, but she knew the good Lord, and uh, she's not in pain no more. She's in good hands. No, it's okay, Peggy. I have to ask myself the same question twice sometimes, even after I answered the first time. I remember just how crazy it was. Sure fight. Yeah. Yeah, this hmm, I lost my sister. It was like a whole lot to do at one time. We were talking to him at the. We had to go to the funeral home and make plans, and we had to go over to the cemetery. And, I mean, it's just like yeah, that's a that was a comfort for her. And I know I just what I did with my sister. I was I was really fortunate. It was during COVID. And, uh, they let Phyllis and I stay in the room with her up there. And The nurse, when the nurse come in and pronounced the time of no heartbeat, she had to repeat it twice because I looked at her and went, huh? And she repeated it again. I didn't mean for it to. That was, I was just dazed from it. Yeah. Well, Neil, I tell you, I believe Sherry's right there with people she's met in her life and her family, and uh, wow. I mean, sometimes, sometimes some of that stuff, your imagination can get away with you, but uh, we don't, we don't pass away, and we just leave a body. Our soul keeps on living. It just goes, it just goes on and on and on. But I can't. I sometimes get excited just thinking about standing in the presence of God. Uh, you know, there's nobody can tell me that. There's no sharpish. Uh, oh, don't cry, Peggy. It is. I, I've told everybody, uh, when I'm gone, don't be sad, because I know where I'm going, and I'm gonna leave this old world behind. I'm gonna be happy. Uh, no more pain, no more sorrows, no more nothing like that. Yeah, can't you see yourself oh man, just uh, just being in His presence. I get in His presence right here, and but it ain't gonna compare to being face to face. Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of questions, and we're all human, and we all do. Uh, I've beat cancer twice. I live in now with a brain tumor, a lot of other health issues, uh, chronic arthritis in my knees and hands, and when I lost my sister, I questioned it. It's just I already knew, but them them thoughts go through your head, and why am I still here? I couldn't. Why wouldn't it have took me? I'm a lot older than her, but I know she's not in no pain no more. But that's just the human side of us. Although I rejoice knowing she knew the Lord as her Savior, and I'll be with her again one day. That's exactly right, Eric. Uh, I know when you lose someone and you don't know if they knew the Lord, uh, it's harder to take. It's just harder to take. I mean, they might know the Lord and they might be in heaven, but not knowing yourself. That's the comfort of knowing. If you know, as our family. Yeah. And for at least for a few generations, uh, I hope my grandkids tell their kids about me, and then their kids will be able to talk about me. And who knows, they might have the videos still to look at. Uh, yeah, it's regardless of what you know, and regardless of how you feel, it's hard to lose someone. It's harder not to have them in your presence anymore, where you can look at them and that bat's flying around again. Uh, it's just that's just human nature. Yeah. Oh yeah, three B Homestead. I'm doing okay. I have my bad days and I have my good days, but I'm doing okay. Kind of limited on how much energy I have every day. That's the part bothers me. I was used to, I used to go from daylight to daylight, around the clock sometimes. And you had to. When I was driving the truck, I was running 130, 135,000 miles a year. Uh, now, now it's hard on me to drive 10 miles, but I get her done. And if there was any money in it, I'd buy some trucks and put some people to work, but there's no money in it anymore. I mean, and you can't find nobody that wants to work and take care of your equipment neither. 3B, just give you an idea, doctors don't really know what they're talking about. Let's see. Uh, yeah, I'm going on 6 years longer than they thought I would go. They counted me out. They counted me out. I'm gonna be counted out here if that bat hits me. Uh, they had me count. They had planned on counting me out 5 years max, and it's going on 11. So, and I guess that's why I question it more than anything. Like, especially like I said, when I lost my sister, uh, she was my she was my baby sister. I'm behind here now. Wow, fireworks. Yeah, I've heard a lot of different, stories about how people uh, has been cremated and spread their ashes. Yeah, but Neil, you leave them with memories that they can cherish. You know. Uh, yeah, I want my life celebrated. I don't want it. I don't want it to be sad. Yeah, I got bats again. Hey, I spent. Let me tell you, I changed Social Security uh, plans. What am I trying to say here? Medical, my medical thing, part of it, my supplement. That's what I'm trying to think of. I spent 2 hours on the phone with this lady. Uh, Going over what I wanted and what I didn't want in it. Uh, that I had from what I had. I wanted to add some stuff, some dental stuff and things like that. And she kept me on the phone. I ended up talking to two ladies, and the last lady was like, we talked and talked and talked and talked, and it didn't even, a lot of time. Some of the time was not even about. It was just talk, just talking about life. And she got ready to hang up, and she goes, "Well, before we hang up, I want you to know I really enjoyed talking to you. You have a very pleasant voice." And I thought, now they're flirting with me on the telephone. Uh, what would mom do? Okay. Ah, Neil. Yeah. Well, I changed. I changed my uh, hospital plan. Uh, in networking, I got a dual. I got a dual system now. In and out network, and pretty much everything I signed or changed it up from what I had was one side's still the same, but the other side, uh, out of network, is pretty much just cost me the same as far as out of pocket. So that was what I was more concerned about. Yeah, well, they say they've got Social Security pretty well. Uh, to 2055 now. If they kept on the path they were on, it was going to be over in 2035. So, but I won't have to worry about it that long. I hope not, anyway. I was worried about the out of network stuff because Christina comes up with these out of town places to go. Yeah, I remember the same stories. I remember, I remember them saying that back in the 70s and 60s. You're downtown. You're downtown on the 23rd. Yeah. Uh, oh, if I do anything, that's all I'm good for anymore, Christina. As long as it's not early in the morning. Well, Eric, I feel like anybody that's paid into it. Let's see. I paid into it 60 years. Seems like 50 some years. And paid dearly. And if I had that money myself and invested it, I'd have a whole lot more money than Social Security gives me. Two in photos that day. You got to run barrels. See, running barrels. She's trying to put me in an early. She's trying to take me out. She wants me to run barrels. Well, that's what it is, Neil. If you're at the front desk, there ain't nobody that comes through you don't deal with. Hey, Tina. Tina's here. Peggy's telling you in advance, Tina. Yeah, I got, I got the best score on both ends. I got the longest, took longer than anybody to do it, and then I got the one for the fastest person that did it. That was with somebody running the stopwatch that didn't use it until the last second. I stepped across. I stepped across the finish line. I don't think I can do it anymore. Yeah, I think that's what I was reading. Something they just passed or something. 2055. Oh, come on now. By a sunburn lag. How's the... They're going out, you said the 15th, I think you said? Something like that. Yeah, Neil. Hundreds, like 200. Yeah, 15th. I have to ask you again tomorrow if I wanted to know, but trying to get my liquids back in me. I'm doing it through lemonade. They're good. Oh, I've had that lemonade. I drink some about every week. About four, about a week now. I don't know, something like that. That bat, I see that shadow of that bat. Two gallons of water. It's a lot of water. Well, I've lost some weight. Don't tell nobody. Let's see. Picking cotton. Get me a little bit of get a little comfortable here once in a while. That shadow keeps getting closer down on the shadow keeps going further, getting lower. Well, that's okay, Meg. Meg, when they gonna have they give you a date yet? When they're gonna do your surgery? Yeah, you were out there. Man, I'm gonna get the shot. I'm gonna get the double barrel. I'm telling you, he is doing a lot of tricks around me here. Uh, it makes surgery dates. I don't have nothing to write with. Christina, remember that. Wait a minute, never mind. The 17th. We were there from 10 to 3. I mean, he's not bothering you. Excuse me. Oh, he's bothering me. He drive me crazy. Well, is scheduled for the morning time. Can't get stuck in my hair unless it hits me in the beard. Meg must be falling asleep on us. She put a T up there. I cut a tree limb. I cut a tree, not a tree limb. That it growed up into another tree. And when I cut it, I looked up and there's a bird nest up there. And this tree that's growed into this other tree was sticking right almost through the nest, the bird nest up there. I didn't want to. I wouldn't have cut it if I'd known it. I think it's okay. I don't think I disturbed the nest, but I pulled it out very easily, very very carefully. They'll let me know a couple of days before the time to be there. Well, let us know what. Let me know what time, okay? Jill Swan, she can never get my name right. Well, I didn't know your name was right. Thought it was Neil. You shouldn't ask him that question. 3B Homestead. Good night, and God bless, and be careful with those carrots. And glad you stopped by. And be tell Brooke to be careful with that camera. My eye's still hurting. Okay, good deal. If I ever have to have surgery, I want to tell them I got to have a camera set up live. No, you're not going to run to the store. You might walk to the store next door. We know where you're going, Christina. We know exactly where you're going. But you won't be running because it's too close. By the time you start to get to run, you'll be there. She called everything. Sorry about that. That lemonade finally got to me. Oh, I didn't put my thumb up there. That's getting weird. She says, I will be back. Look, I wanted to jump on tonight, not not to not I wanted to see everybody, but I wanted to make sure I got alive in here before Neil left for his concert. Tell him to be safe and have a good time. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting it neither. Uh, well, we know Walgreens is making some money tonight, right? If Walgreens didn't stay open 24 hours, when it got near closing time and Christina hadn't been there yet, they're going, we can't close yet. She hadn't been here. That or they close up and go home, and then there'd be a bunch of police cars out there because Christina broke in. She can't pass up. She can't pass. Not one night can go by. Yeah, she don't let nobody go to Walgreens with her. Look, you don't want to go anyway because all you hear is Yeah, that's true. They'd be up there going, Officer, 911, how may I help you? Yeah, would somebody go check the lady that lives back here next door and make sure everything's okay? She hadn't been in tonight. Two trains, a bus, another train, and a train, and a bus, and a train, and a train to get back. A little bit between that will be fun. I don't know. I'd have fun on a train too. No, he's not. He's got the map drawn on his hand. He knows. He's got everything wrote down. It's in the palm of his hand. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, Neil. And you email me when you get it all together and want to show what you did, how much fun you had, and that's when we'll plan it whenever you're ready. Too much lemon juice. You got their menu and everything, huh? You gonna call them and put your order in? Tell them I'm gonna be there Saturday at such and such a time. I need my meal ready at such and such time. Yeah, what are we gonna eat? Is it gonna be good? Let's hope so. Are you gonna eat something you've ate before? Or are you gonna eat something you've never heard of? Fish and chips. Peggy's guess. I'd go for a goat fry. On the tire too. I think you should go ahead and do it. Get your money's worth out of the whole ordeal. All this since you're making the trip anyway. I mean, you go and you don't do it, and you get home and you go, man, I wish I'd done that. I have to go back next weekend. And then you have to catch bus, train, bus, train, bus, train home. He's only going to stay one. He's only going to stay one night, right, Neil? I think that's what he said. Check in next day. Yeah, well, see, you better do it then, because you won't be able to go back. That's called being a good Boy Scout right there, being prepared. 2 nights. Well, that's not a whole lot, really, packing for two nights. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. You know, I'm like, why are you sitting there on that bench? Because I got to wait for the next train next weekend. I need to find out when the next time steam the steam engine the tour train comes down through here. So it comes right across the tracks up the road up here, and going south and comes back. I'd like to. I need to video it. When they get down, I think it's Trine, Georgia. It goes down to. But I saw a thing where they do the rotation thing, they spin it around and send it back the other way, come back. Yeah, that lady I was talking to today, going over things, she goes, well, a lot of these questions probably don't pertain to you, but this, that, and the other, but we ask them anyway. And sure, do you have transportation? I said I do unless the Chevrolet dealership's working on my truck. Yeah, it runs out of Chattanooga, Peggy. Yeah, what they got the old cars and all that the steam engine pulls, and they do a tour thing. And it goes down south of here and then turn around and comes back. And you've probably seen the old white building. It's a real old building sitting out there, and there's been pictures taken there where they bring an antique car and back it up there in that people's driveway where it says no trespassing. To put the car in that building and the train all in the same picture. Uh, no, it's not the Chattanooga Choo Choo. Chattanooga Choo Choo is a motel. You sleep in the train cars, or at least you used to. They remodeled all that, so I don't know how all that works down there now. I'm sure they still have the train car motel rooms. I don't know what it's called. I just know it's a steam engine. I used to know. Yeah, uh, it's a tourist thing. We got Lookout Mountain up here with Ruby Falls and uh, where you go underground, and there's a waterfall underneath the ground, and you walk You walk a long ways through it underneath. Yeah, now they've got an elevator. You take the elevator all the way down in the ground, and then you get out and take this tour. And they talk about the people that discovered it and all that kind of stuff. Then they got Rock City up there on the mountain. Uh, and they got what they call Fat Man Squeeze. I used to go through there all the time. It wasn't. I might get stuck now. But Christina's mama used to work up there. Uh, when we first got married, she worked up there at the hot dog stand. Well, look, I made sure one thing when we got married that she did know how to cook a little bit, and that if she didn't, her mama could help her. But I didn't take in account that she worked at a hot dog stand. And when I went up there, I always had to eat hot dogs. Get home, what's for dinner? You had hot dogs? I ate so many hot dogs. If you stand still, yeah. No, she needed help cooking some things. Like she never fixed a turkey before. Now, what was funny? I went. Uh, that's for Christina. When we first got married, the first meal she ever cooked at home when we got married. Uh, I had the gas station in Lafayette, and I had been down there all day, and she'd been on the phone with her mother, walking her through how to fix a few things that she wanted to fix that she never didn't know how to fix. One of them was being a turkey, and she did she fixed little red potatoes. She didn't peel them or nothing. Well, I come home and she was so excited. She'd been working on this all day and on the phone with her mother. And I come in. She goes, "Oh, come on, sit down. Are you ready to eat?" I said, "Oh, well, let me wash my hands." Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna fix your plate and everything. She set the plate in front of me, and if I had known, and I told this story to Christina. If I had known, I would have ate everything on that plate and not said a word, because when she realized what she'd done, she started crying. She went to the bedroom and started crying. And I was telling her, "It's okay. We'll fix another plate." But when she put the plate in front of me, she's got the potatoes and a hunk of meat there and corn, and she's fixed some greens. I forget what all was there, but I know the potatoes were there. I know there was corn there and there was juice from it. And I sat down there. What is this? I didn't know what it was. And she come over and she looked. Oh no! I forgot to wash the potatoes. It was dirt floating in the. But I wasn't running. Everything was still good. Just had to fix another plate. Just don't fix no potatoes in it. But I would have ate that dirt if I knew how bad it was going to upset her. But she worked so hard on that. There's a steam powered railroad in New Hampshire, huh? Yeah. There's several of them around across the country. I'm sure. Uh, I I don't know if it's still there or not. I'd have to check and go look at the website. But I was born in a little town called Dant, uh, Virginia. It's up in coal mine country, and there was it's a mine. It was a mining town, coal, and they used to have the old train that hauled the coal stuff in and out of there. They used to run that thing back and forth up through there. Uh, so I don't know if that train's still up there or not. The dirt was clean. It was just a little gritty. But no, I never tasted it. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was a seasoning or what. I looked at it and well, what is this? Because it was getting into the juice from the corn and stuff. And she walked over and looked. She realized what she did. But yeah, she did a good job. But she just forgot to wash the potatoes. The Bluebill Railway's having music in July. Well, that might be something you do. That might be what you do next, right now. Yeah, he's got his July planned. Enjoy it, Neil. Get out there and just enjoy it. I come out here. I come out here and earlier Scott was over there on the phone. He's talking about something. Oh, let me let you go. Dean's on here getting ready to go on his YouTube thing there. He got out of here. But we got the hay unloaded from the trailer. I tell you, we still got two broke down vehicles now. My truck's running like a brand new one. Yeah, I had to catch him sitting still or not going to bed. I'd have better luck getting Peter. Did you hear what she told me the other day? She pulled up here and used a vacuum cleaner. I've got a vacuum cleaner that's better. She says it's better than any uh, car place where you go get your car cleaned. It's better than any vacuum cleaner she's ever used at one of them. So when she gets ready to vacuum out vehicles, I want to use the vacuum cleaner. Well, okay, you know where it's at. Uh, oh no, I'm in trouble now. Mm. But anyway, she was vacuuming. I think I got it in video. She was vacuuming out the GMC. And I said, well, my truck will be back Monday. Or it's next. She told me, I won't use all the air. I won't. I told her later on, I said, you didn't get the hint. You know, you're going to vacuum. Yeah, it was one of her remarks that she come up with at the last minute. Because if you watch her, she's and she's vacuuming. Okay, and then she starts vacuuming. She's saying, "Oh, I won't use all the air." Yeah, I'm like, yeah, she's. She's a nut. She's a character. But I don't know. If she gets on one of my lives, uh, yeah. She what I love doing is tell us a joke, Petra. She can't tell a joke. You can tell her the joke and she can't even repeat it right. It's hilarious. And she goes, well, I ain't good at telling jokes. she, she'll mess it up bad. She'll be telling a joke where you're not supposed to pause or something. You know, you're supposed to say the whole thing. And she'll go, and that, wait a minute. And then, hold on a second. That was, and meanwhile, you're going like, the joke is ruined. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I filmed it. But I found one of her broken down brooms, broke down on her down at the high tunnel the other day. Me and Scott got to laughing. Scott said, what is a broom doing in a high tunnel? And we looked at each other, and I think we were thinking the same thing, but I said it. I went ahead and said it. I said, oh, Petra's been down here. This is the one she broke down, down here. But I had some videos of her. Riding the broom at the fruit stand. I think I put it in a short. Yeah, I think I did a short on it. Yeah. And I said, Petra, come here a minute. She goes, what? I said, here, take this broom. Now throw it down. What do you mean throw it? Now just throw it down. And then I reversed it. Okay. And then we did the ride about the broom not taking off and broke down. Yeah. She don't take the broom. She'd have to stay with it. She's just dealing with her chicken. She thinks it's time to play. No bedtime. Ah, play? The chickens like to play? Well, have fun. I got company. Yeah. Huh? What are you doing? Huh? You doing okay? Come here. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Tell hi. Yeah. Yeah. He's a good boy. Here you are. Did you put the guineas to bed? How about the chickens? Did you tell them ducks to stop quacking? Yeah. You're a good boy. Okay, go lay down. He's gonna go lay up on the ramp on the porch. Do they play poker? Tiddlywinks. Hey, Tank. Peggy said hi. He done went and laid down up there on top of the porch. Thanks, Eric. But don't let him hear that. He's got a big enough head already. He gets up there. He can go down on the backside. Now he can come down this way. But when something gets him started, I hear him. You know, he's a big dog, and when he takes off on that porch, I can be in the house. I can hear him, and of course he starts barking. But I can hear him get up and start running. They win every time, huh? Yeah, he's kind of got him a system. Shoot out the back or come out the front. He can go either way. I think he I think he's put the guineas to bed and everything because they've got quiet. So Neil, when are you actually going to leave now? Tomorrow's Friday. I tell you what, Scott's got that chicken somebody gave him. I can get rid of that glare. That rooster with the extra toe, and he's put a hen in there with him, and he's wanting to try to hatch an egg with a chicken with an extra toe. But nope, Bonnie is still just doing her thing. Quiet. I'm starting to think it can't be a Bonnie. It's too quiet. I'm leaving Saturday morning. Hopefully the daylight won't melt me. Oh no, you'll be good, Neil. You're gonna come back with all these wild stories about how great it was and pictures of stuff you see, and it's gonna be a. There he goes again. I saw him that time, but he disappeared into the dark real quick. Oh, Just figured out I hadn't went nowhere. Yeah, because there'll be some weird people he'll see. I guarantee you that. That's something that lady told me. Uh, she was telling me about something you could go to this store, or you could go to Walmart. And she said, "Oh, see there, you can go to Walmart. You don't even have to get out of your pajamas." I said, "Yeah, you don't have to wear a belt neither." She goes, "How true." But Neil, you could do it, and you could do it in sequences. One night, and the next we schedule another one, and then we play a part two, and then have a part three. It don't have to be a one night thing. There you go. He's ready. He's like a Boy Scout. I'm telling you, he's prepared. I was watching. Yeah. Uh, was it this morning? I think it was this morning before I was able to get up. It might have been yesterday when I couldn't get up. uh, how my gimbal worked and what it's supposed to do and all that stuff. And I'm gonna play with it one day when I'm not worried about not having to. It don't matter if I'm videoing or not, type thing, to where I can see how it comes out. And after you get out there and use yours and get some hands on experience with it, I might be going, Neil, how do you do this? Neil, how do you do that? I did mean to ask Scott if he wanted to go to the sale tomorrow night, and I forgot. I don't know. Queen Silver Jubilee brought out another kid. Oh, mercy. I'll tell you what, all the years we went to camp every year, to the Boy Scout camp, we take the scouts to the camp every year. About about an hour and 45 minutes from here, up in the mountains. We got hundreds of acres up there. But there was a lot of changes when I stopped going. I mean, it's almost like you wasn't camping no more. I mean, they built regular toilets, put in private shower stalls, and uh, used to just the shower was outside, and you just went in between the boards and got in your shower, But now they got rooms and they built a whole big thing up front out there for people visiting, uh, with restrooms and everything in it. You wasn't camping out no more. the tents got put up on big platforms. This wasn't the same no more. It got more and more comfortable near the end there, but it wasn't the same. Oh, yeah. Well, when we first started going, we didn't have all that stuff. Uh, there was a shelter up there, and they had a little building, office like building up there where you check in when you first get there, and they tell you where you which campsite you were going to be using, and uh, a little nurse's station. Yeah. Nearly, we had it was survival, a survival weekend, uh, and they sent these things to the troops that was going to participate, and each young man was able to have up to two or three things. I can't remember what it was. You couldn't carry snacks and drinks and all that kind of stuff. But the idea was if you had a troop of say 10 people, that they all didn't carry the same thing, but they carried enough for 10 people of each item. That's what we tried to tell them. But they got to bringing this, and this one was bringing that, and pocket knives, and it was supposed to be if you got stranded out, type training. And they got there, and they all thought they were cool. They had their backpacks stuffed full of everything. The instructor said, I need everybody to empty your backpacks. Okay, you get to pick two things of what you got there. You got to leave the rest of it behind. Everybody was like, huh? Leave my snacks? Leave this? I mean, they had to go out and find their own food and everything else. And uh, it was up in the, yeah, they got surprised when they, it wasn't what we tried to tell them what they could do and couldn't do and what they should do, but they're going to do it their way. And even just on a weekend camp out, see, the adults, purpose for them is to help them stay organized and basically to keep them safe. But they're supposed to plan their own camping, their own weekend, their meals, everything. They're supposed to do all that. We're not supposed to do it. That's that's their weekend. So I used to tell them, if they don't bring no food, they will the next time. If they don't got none, oh, don't take no phones on my camping trips. When you go to camp, they could carry their phones up there, but we collected them, and they could have them. There was only one place up there you can get cell phone service. You had to go out on the bluff, and every afternoon after all the activities shut down and dinner was over and all that kind of stuff, uh, they could come get their phones and go out on the bluff and make some phone calls, if, call home or whatever. It's okay, buddy. It's just Peter coming outside. Did you stop by to say hi again? She's letting Dan go use the bathroom. That's all that was. Yeah. But it's okay. You're over here. Mm-hmm. You're a good boy. You know you are. Hey, a while ago you walked off too fast. Peggy said hi. She's right. She's right in there. He said, I'm not interested. Not one bit. He don't like Dan. He don't like Dan at all. Dan is a nuisance to him. He got a tank too. Well, we've got a bunch of tanks. There's an old tank sits back over there. An old fuel tank. Got a propane tank. Okay. You got a bird in your TV? What time is it? Okay, it's almost 11 o'clock. Hey, Kay. And shucks. Oh. We're having our last live get together with Neil before he goes off on his concert journey. He's getting ready to go on a journey. And you're going to have to. Now, when we schedule for him he's going to show us some pictures and stuff and all that one day. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him to email me, and we're going to organize this and uh, put out a thing saying we're going live a certain date or time or whatever, so that everybody have a chance to know, and nobody misses it. I mean, I just do these surprise jump ins. So I don't get uh I have Let's look over here to see. Whatever he wants to show, Peggy. It'll be totally up to Neil. Can you believe I lost my phone today? I lost my phone, and it's on this big old tripod. Yeah. Man, so, but it's this big, and I lost it. Told Scott, I said, after he found my glasses, and I said, Scott, you ain't gonna believe this. I don't know where my phone's at now. Scavenge hunt. Let me go look. Where do you remember having it last? I said, I don't have any idea. Somewhere around here. I got to thinking, oh, I was at the barn. I did. I think I videoed in the barn. It might be laying on the little chick's thing. Well, he went down there, and it was on top. It was outside on top of extra finger chicken. That thing will attack you. It's in that cage out there. He's got it with one chicken, and he wants to hatch an egg and try to get a chicken with an extra toe. Well, I went to get him some water. I thought I'll let Scott deal with that. That's his little baby right there. And then I saw they didn't have no water. I thought, oh yeah, let me get him some water. And that chicken hits hard as a turkey did. Smack! I mean, hard. And I got the watering can, but I reached in, got the watering can in between us, and it was hitting the watering can, just about knocking it out of my hand. I said, if it wasn't for the chicken that was in there with you, I'd let you stay thirsty. But after he gets a few more eggs, and because that thing can't run loose, as soon as he gets some more eggs to have a chance of seeing if it'll work or not, uh, that rooster's going to the sale. Somebody gave it to him. It's got to go. Yeah, Eric, I hear you. I really wish I was. I mean, it'd be great. But I mean, that's why I'm looking forward to Neil going. He's gonna come back and share some of his experience with us. You know, even if it's not all about the concert, just his travel. Scott found Scott found my phone. He went on a scavenger hunt looking for my glasses, and it was under that big old pile of stuff I've got out there. And he found it, and then I said, Scott, he was getting ready to leave. I said, Scott, he go, what? I said, you ain't gonna believe this. I've lost my phone now. I don't know where my phone is. He says, well, let's look for it. I said, well, just call me and let's see if we can hear it ring. We couldn't hear it ring. It wasn't ringing in the house. It wasn't ringing out here. And so he ended up going to the barn to look for it. And he found it. Yeah, then I'd be doing sky shots, right? That sounds good to me, don't it, Eric? Especially some of the shots from the train. Well, for me to yeah, I don't. Yeah, Neil, don't discard nothing. If if we have to do it 2 different nights to get it all in, we'll do that. You know, or 3 different nights, or 4 different nights. Well, that just means we're not going to miss nothing because he's got it all planned out. Calendar from his slow. Scott, question. Scott's probably already in bed. That's Daniel was out. Daniel came to the door a while ago, just now. That was Daniel. Well, y'all, I'm glad I got to see y'all. Yeah, and everybody give Neil best wishes and happy travel. And let's don't forget to keep Meg in our prayers. And, she says she'll be updating us. Well, it's been a while. Yeah, his calendar's just running slow, Neil. Don't let him fool you. If it's what I'm expecting, Peggy, it's going to be fantastic. And we'll only get to see, it'll be fantastic what we see, but we want to get it all because you can't film it all. Ain't no way. Yeah. And thanks for everybody jumping in. And like I said, remember Meg. Let's keep her in prayer. And after you pray about it, start thanking the Lord for hearing it and answering it. Pray by faith. And I'm going to get off this picnic table and go get in my recliner and turn the massage on. But love y'all. God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you. And I still got to close out my video for the day, which I don't think there's much to it. But I still got to do that. It has, Neil. We'll see you. We'll see you when you get back. Bye, y'all. Keep on smiling now.